Hi everybody, it's Nina. I just want to tell you all that if you haven't noticed already, there's some quick updates. Just want to say that before the video. And yeah, I changed my profile pic and I changed my name. And from Nina Give It 2.0 to the Flying Unicorn. So basically, I was thinking of some alicorn names, and I asked myself, what exactly is an alicorn? And I said to myself, it's basically a pony with horned wings. Or should I say, a unicorn that flies. So that's my name now. It's supposed to be a joke, because since my OC is an alicorn, it might show authority, because, alicorns are show, I guess, like, control to land in Equestria. But just so then you guys can feel better, I am a flying unicorn. I'm just a flying unicorn, you guys. So yeah, hopefully you like the name. It's a weird and silly name, but in my opinion, I think it's pretty funny. Anyways, on to the actual video. TrollsTopia, yeah. So I was researching a little bit for this video. I couldn't find an official release date. However, we shouldn't be waiting too long, I guess, because it is officially supposed to be somewhere in fall. Now, there's no exact release date where in the fall if it's supposed to come out, at least where I researched that. It's just somewhere in fall. We don't know the exact date. However, I'm pretty excited either way, even though we don't have too much information as of right now of recording this. Hopefully we get more information, and yeah. But I'm excited, and unfortunately I won't be able to watch it probably at the same time as everybody else who has Peacock or Hulu, because I have neither. And hopefully, like, they do the same thing with TrollsTopia Goes On, where they release some of the seasons on DVD, and maybe I could get a hold of that, or if by some miracle some person like uploads some clips on the internet. I don't encourage you to do that because of copyright reasons, but I'll do anything, okay? And yeah, I'm pretty excited. And basically this video is just me explaining what my hopes for this show is going to be. So yeah, let's talk about that. So back in my world tour review, I basically said something along the lines of how we didn't get to see too much of the newer characters, and I just wanted to see more of them, but given the duration of World Tour and how crowded the amount of characters are, we didn't get too much to see from them. But I completely understand that, since they're given the time of a movie, and we won't be able to see much of it. However, since TrollsTopia is an actual series, and even if we do get like not as much seasons as Beat Goes On, I feel like there should be at least enough for us to get to know the characters. So I'm looking forward to that, especially because they're all living in peace now, and they all got along by the end of the second movie. So yeah, basically I wanted to see like how that goes on, especially because in the first movie the Bergens had their little redemption arc. And when Beat Goes On came out, the first episode is basically the Trolls and Bergens getting along and how life is for them. So I'm expecting that from TrollsTopia, which it definitely would. And yeah, I'm hoping from more from Barb, especially because she had her own little redemption arc, and I want to see how that progresses and how she learns to be, you know, a better queen, a better troll in general, and what lessons she learns, because, you know, she was the antagonist, and now that she's being redeemed, the smart thing to do is to basically go into depth through that and see how she deals and learns to be a better queen. So yeah, and obviously I'm excited for everybody else, and hopefully they can balance it out with the snack pack members as well, because I love seeing them as well. Especially I had a lot of fun with them back in Beat Goes On. So yeah, hopefully we get to see more of these characters. So these next few segments are basically just me just explaining old characters. So first off, I'm going to talk about the Bergens. So the Bergens basically weren't forgotten at all. Dreamer still remembers them, especially because of that cameo at the end of the second movie. So yeah, if that means they probably should be coming back in TrollsTopia, and honestly, if they do, I honestly wouldn't mind, because they were pretty significant back in the first movie and all the other Beat Goes On episodes, at least the ones in the first 2 seasons, because after that they never really came back. Made some cameos, but never really had significant roles after those episodes. So if they were to come back, honestly, I think it would be pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna name a scenario, and basically what I think. This is so you don't have to agree with me, but I feel like this would be pretty interesting. So they were going to eat the trolls that we knew before World Tour, who we are going to find out later that they are actually pop trolls. So does this mean that they only knew about the pop trolls and never knew about the others? I think that'd be pretty interesting if they were to like see the other tribes, and how would they react. I feel like it would go something like they would probably go to anarchy, being all like, "There's other trolls this whole time." I think that would be pretty funny. I don't know. It's just a dumb scenario that I basically came up with. But no, for real, I honestly think it would be an interesting premise. If there is an episode of that, then I'll definitely talk about it. That'd be dope. That'd be really dope. So yeah. But if the Bergens don't return at all, I mean, I wouldn't really mind. Yeah, they were important, but you know, I'm more interested of the arc of Barb, since she was the main antagonist back in the second movie. Not really the Bergens at all, because they didn't show up. So yeah, but if the Bergens were to come back, that'd be pretty interesting. What do you guys think? I think that's a pretty funny scenario. So many people think that DJ Suki was completely forgotten about, and I'm about to say it right now. I don't think that they have, because I remember back when World Tour was just airing their first advertisements for merch and basically like promoting the whole film or whatever. I remember this one commercial, and I even double checked if it was true, if my eyes weren't deceiving me, and it in fact was true. DJ Suki herself snuck into some merch for World Tour. So this means that they made the conscious decision of putting her into some merch. So they couldn't have forgotten about her if this is the case. So if they were to bring her back, I'd be happy, because I don't know, I just always thought that her character was pretty charming, relatable, and basically kind of fun, how they at least portrayed her personality in B Goes On. So, uh, instead, she was replaced by a discount Spinel, Legsley. Now, I don't mind Legsley at all. I think she's pretty interesting, especially how she, instead of her hair, she stretches her hair. She stretches her legs instead. I think that's pretty interesting. So, yeah, I don't mind Legsley. I just kind of want DJ Suki back because she's my girl and I love her. So, yeah, DreamWorks, please bring her back. I'm hoping for that. Please bring her back in TrollsTopia. So, honestly, in my personal biased opinion, I kind of want the characters from B Goes On to come back to TrollsTopia. However, I feel like maybe they probably moved on from that since this is a different type of show. But so, I actually asked this question and I got the answer, but it might not be true. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. That B Goes On could be canon because this director was like, an old director of B Goes On was like helping with a Sky Toronto episode for TrollsTopia, I think. And I guess if that's correct, then we can just assume that B Goes On is actually canon. So but don't take what I'm saying like it's legit. This is just the answer that I got. But if it is true that B Goes On is canon, I would actually be happy about that. I would see like, if anything, I feel like it would be pretty interesting for B Goes On to combine with TrollsTopia and see how that goes down. Besides, who knows? TrollsTopia might even have added their own characters, which will also be interacted with and getting their own episodes as well, just like back in B Goes On, which I'm excited for. But if B Goes On were to bring back the characters, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I actually kind of want them back. I kind of want to see more of Nova Swift, I believe that's her name, and Sky Toronto was a pretty interesting character, and I think it would be kind of cool to see him back again. And if Archer Pastry were to ever make a return at all, that would be even cooler, because he's kind of like a fan favorite. Looking around, he was, well, at least until World Tour came over. Then people just collected their own favorites, I guess, a lot more than usual, I guess, and kind of forgot about Archer Pastry. But if he were to make a return, I think that would be cool. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think the B Goes On character should come back for TrollsTopia? I feel like it would be pretty interesting if they do come back. So yeah, hope they do. And those are my hopes and ideas for TrollsTopia. And basically they're all character things. But if I were to like name a few more things, I just say hope the songs are bangers. But since this is Trolls, I can trust them with the whole bangers. And since it's gonna be 2D animation, if it does happen to be like the same exact 2D animation that we saw in B Goes On, I really honestly wouldn't mind, because over time I got used to the 2D animation, because at first I remembered I felt unsure, but after a while I kind of got used to it. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind about that. If it basically has like the kind of like the same format as B Goes On, just with a different premise, because instead of just the snack pack and every other troll in the pop village, then they have to combine with the other tribes. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if it's like kind of like the similar format at all. So Yeah, and so tell me, you guys, what you guys hope in TrollsTopia, and unfortunately, we don't have too much information about it. But if we do end up getting more information about it, I definitely will look into it, and hopefully, if I can when the time comes, I'll review it just like everybody else is at the same time everybody else watched it. That'd be great. But I do not have Hulu or Peacock, so just hang in there, guys. If I don't come out with a review, but I'm pretty sure DreamWorks Kids, or as of right now, it's changed its name to Peacock Kids. Changed from DreamWorks TV to Peacock Kids, I think. And so maybe they might upload some clips, even a bit of clips. I think I'll be okay. But yeah, just hang in there, guys. I will eventually do reviews on them when I can. So yeah, I'm honestly excited for TrollsTopia. Tell me what you guys are excited about, and what you expect from this. And yeah. I don't know how to end my videos anymore. Nina the flying unicorn is going to fly away. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So yeah, bye.